If you don't keep the evidence, it might cost you. And the story that I'm going to tell you in this video will prove exactly that. So somebody was going to purchase some glasses from glassesdirect.co.uk. And before they did that, they availed themselves of the opportunity of the home trials service, where they send you out various frames. You can try them at home, choose which one you want, send the trial frames back, and then place the order that you want with the glasses that you want, obviously making up the correct lenses. Only the problem is this: if you don't send them back, clearly they're going to charge you. I say clearly if you've read the terms and conditions, and I have because I'm a lawyer. If you look at the terms and conditions and you don't send those glasses back, then they're going to charge you full price for those frames. Now, with all 4 frames at roughly £50 a piece, that's very quickly going to add up to in the region of £200. So that's simple enough, just send them back, I hear you say. Well, on the one hand, yes. However, with the difficulties with Royal Mail of late, Royal Mail tend to lose things or deliver them to the wrong place. As you might remember, I've done several videos now where Royal Mail have delivered letters here that are not destined to be here. They're addressed to someone else entirely. In fact, it wasn't even the correct address, so I don't know why it came here in the first place. But the problem here is if you deliver your frames on this home trial service to the post office, and it's got the tracked label and everything else, and off it goes, then of course, from your perspective, it's out of your hands and it's on its way back. But what if it doesn't arrive back? Because in that scenario, Glasses Direct are going to email you to say, we haven't had the frames back yet. If we don't receive them back, we're going to charge your card with whatever it is, £200 odd. But then you might panic because you've actually sent it back. But what if you can't prove you've sent it back? Because that's what Glasses Direct will request from you: the proof that you've sent it back. Now, the more astute among you will take proof of postage from the post office, hopefully with the tracking number on it, so you can go to the website to check that it's actually in transit or on its way somewhere, or better yet, has been delivered. But if Glasses Direct are asking you for it back, the chances are it's either still in transit or it's lost in transit. But the onus really is going to be on you to prove that you've actually sent it back. So as I said, if you don't keep the evidence, it might cost you, because in that situation, Glasses Direct may well rely on their terms and conditions at point 7, which says, by submitting the request for the home trial and in consideration for the acceptance of the order, you're agreeing that if you do not return the frames sent to you in the home trial within 7 calendar days following the receipt by you, which for these purposes will mean 8 days following dispatch, you will have placed a frame order to buy these frames. So they will be quite within the terms of their conditions to charge you the full amount. Now, strictly speaking, consumer law would kick in if you still had the frames, allowing you to return them for a refund of that money. But if you don't have the frames anymore because you've sent them off at the post office already, you might be stuck, even to get your money back within the consumer rights, because ultimately you may not be able to prove that you've sent these things back. This is where I can help you, because we are developing an app called Proofify, which is at proofify.app, which will allow you to save the evidence in any case such as this. If you get a receipt of proof of postage from the post office, you can save it in the app and forget about it so you know it's stored. If you're selling something to somebody or lending something to somebody and you take a photograph of it and you make notes of it, you can even get them to sign it to prove that that contract took place. Or if you're selling an item and you want to prove that it was perfectly good condition before you sell it, take photographs of it, because if they receive it and they say it's scratched, you can say, no, it wasn't, because I've got Proofify and I've got proof that this was in perfect condition when I sent it to you. So the link is in the description. Sign up on the waiting list. There will be very shortly an early bird special price for you to snap up in the very early stages of this app. But that will allow you to avoid situations like this, where somebody might be stung for hundreds of pounds for something because they can't prove that they were right. Let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you sign up to proofify.app in the description below, and I'll see you next time.